One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for space. It's Hemby. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. Think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Mendoza. Makes the grab down the middle. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot in the court.
He's loose. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cooper. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pickup of 5 to the 19.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Harden. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Mustangs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Hoosiers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way...
Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. Bust through behind his pad.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Got it behind the line. It's Knight. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They want to run this quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Hauls it in for first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. First and goal, SMU. That's the end of the first quarter. More time.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wide receiver. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Brinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Makes the catch. It's Knight. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll run it from the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Indiana!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the option. He'll toss it. Got the first down. Looking for more. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the fumble trickles out of bounds, and a big loss on that play.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He might want another play. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Maryland. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Under fire. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
The Hoosiers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Jennings. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Wide open downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, SMU.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll bring it out. It's Brenson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll ride his man on the option. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He's loose down the left side. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to get the edge on the right. Powers through the defender. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball in the bring. But goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him too quickly.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. Touchdown, Indiana. And that one will give him the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. Lots of running room. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Well, not an overly complicated play. They just go with the dive, but they got really good blocking. They opened up a huge crease for that running back, and he made the defense pay.
They'll give it to him again. Finding open areas. stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Motion from the wideout. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. It's a seam wide open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Keeps it on the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Jennings. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Going downfield for the big play. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the...
Turning on the Jets. The 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's first and wide open spaces. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Hoosiers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Let's send the tight end in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. Indiana 49, SMU 35.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Indiana 46, SMU 35.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Looking to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. The Hoosiers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Looking left. It's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Maryland. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Still going. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
They're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
He's looking to... It's a got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. To make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Let's go. A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now 3rd and goal.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Jennings. With the catch, it's Knight. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. The Mustangs will move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Maryland. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Try to get it to the edge. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them. You know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over.